All right, I think now is better, right? Let me check. Check. I think I still need to add. Still need to raise the volume, I guess. I think now would be better. Let me see. Anyways, let me just kind of raise the volume a little bit right there. All right, so what do we see? Straight. All right, beautiful. Daily open, price share up first. What do we got? SMG forming new invalidation level. Ideally, we want to see price trading back into discount. Just above that discount, we get this minor low. Just above it, we got that gap. All right, let me take off my alarm right there. All right. Right here, where we're seeing too, we got price respecting this gap. Closing as a PSP. And the daily open also, jitter up first. No, daily open is right here. Jitter up high first into that previous relevant swing. Confirm the CISD, this being high of day. Now we got SMG from a gap, hopefully. So ideally, what do I really want to see on 9x candle? That retracement forming the high at the 10 a.m. and then trading back into that relevant swing, and then we might be looking for reversals from there. And also we got this wick that we can frame shorts off of. We ideally want to see price trading up into that lower half of that wick, forming that new swing formation, and we get that open draw. By looking at YM is looking the cleanest, to be honest. Like he got room to expand, especially that price still got that gap open. So probably the next 10 a.m. candle might just close that gap and trade back into this level. On all of them pairs, like we're trading. Look at premium discount, and premium, advanced premium and discount. This trading extreme premium. This one is near to the discount, and that one's just kind of midway. So we're seeing YM is the strongest and Q is the weakest. ES is that mid asset. Oh, look at that. So yesterday we could have gotten like a really beautiful trade. We were trying to look for longs to kind of rebalance that range and trade back into the high, which did end up happening, but it just wasn't. We just weren't lucky enough to kind of get it. What we're seeing right now, we get that high traded above. Really, we got this SMG. Do we have this SMG? No, we don't. Let me see. Price traded up into, kind of traded above the high. Yeah, we got SMG right here, like a really fat SMG, like from the high to the high. We got this SMG right here, and we got a candle 2 closure. What do we got just below it? This relevant swing, another relevant swing, and I would go with this candle. Now, this is the new range, but pay attention that price traded back into the AQ right now. So if it wants to reverse, it's going to be from one of them levels. So be cautious right there. HO seems like if HO trades into that low, because this is a relevant swing and the next relevant swing is this, and if price wants to respect that range, we want price to kind of sweep one of them levels, and also HO sweep that level, and probably RB wouldn't sweep none. It might just fail to see ISD below on the 4 hour, and then we can just continue. That would be the failure to manipulate, and that the next high would be the target. That current high would be the target. So let's just watch and see. Ideally, I want to take sells. If we can get a retracement back into the range, form a swing, that way it will give me enough range to kind of take my 2R right there. Gold was beautiful. If you guys recall it yesterday, I was trying to trade that 10 a.m. candle. I really want to trade it into all-time highs. Did end up getting there, and yeah, price just literally started dumping and kind of inverse that gap. Next gap also kind of inversed. So now what do I want to see? The failure to manipulate at that level, new swing formation, trade into the next relevant swing. Just below we got that gap, so it might be a magnet for price to trade lower a bit. But silver was the cleanest today. Just look at that, bro. Like this, if I were to teach, like to post some teaching videos, like probably that swing formation would be it. Look at that C2. Look at that AQ. That C2 issue just traded up into that wick, that AQ of that wick, and boom. And especially looking at that leg, there's nothing really that would hold price other than this significant low and this significant low. So price would just be trading lower without any pause. And this is what happened on silver. So that was a really clean short. Let me check. Can you guys check? Hear my desktop audio? No, you can't. Okay, that's good. Let me play Spotify. All right. Good. So now it's just a matter of waiting. Let's see. Like YM just wants to trade higher. Again, remember this is the C3, so we might see that C4 continuation into the next relevant swing. That might be the failure to manipulate that swing. CISD and then continuation, or reverse off of that high and then continue. But let's see how the last hourly candle closes. Let me see how the last hourly candle closes. Yeah, ideally we want it to close at C2. That would be beautiful. So what do? We got SMG right here. I'm looking on 30 minute. Let me see if we got any SMGs or someone. Yeah, we do have SMG right there. It's a two-stage PSP between this high and that candle. Looking at NQ, price respected previous candle's high. So that's a two-stage PSP. So do I really want to trade this? Yeah, ideally I want to trade it back into the range low. Just get a quick scalp right there. But hopefully we get it. Am I late? Nah, bro, you're not. Or just started like 10 minutes ago or something. So yeah. Oh, so what do we see right here? Just as I said, this now might be a reversal point. Why? Because RB traded into a relevant swing, HO traded into a relevant swing. So, oh, this is RB. RB is right here, CL right here. So HO now just might fail to CISD, or if it does end up CISD and probably trade back into that low, while the next hourly candle kind of forms that open low into the open objection, then it might be trading higher. But let's see. I'm not gonna expect anything. I'm just gonna wait for price to give me what I want. Either a new swing formation back into the range of that candle and then trade it lower, or I will frame shorts off of the manipulation of that candle's low. So what we're seeing right now, NQ is trading back into that gap. Looking in the 4 hour, this is that gap that might hold price if we want to continue higher. Give me 1 second, boys. All right, let's see. All right. Looking at an hourly, wow. This 9 a.m. was crazy. Wow. Clean entry right there. Yeah, that was a really clean entry. Price just traded lower into the relevant swing. Back into the AQ of the range. So that could have been like a really clean short. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that could have been a really clean short. So let's see. Are we gonna frame a reversal or are we gonna frame continuations? Oh, gold ended up trading into the open draw. Silver also. She's not a good sign, to be honest. I wanted to trade into the draw. let's just wait and see. What do we see right now? NQ is kind of respecting that gap. Alright, I was busy with some messages. Will we get an SMT break? In the NQ early C3, will you trade C3? No? This? If it goes bearish, yeah, that would be a C3, but I'm not gonna trade it yet, as of yet. Because yeah, we got SMT at the downside. Let's see PSP. Yeah. So just gotta be a bit cautious right there. Because I don't really know if that's gonna be the failure to manipulate to trade lower or the reversal sign. So it's a bit odd, especially with that SMT. I don't. If I want to trade the failure to manipulate, I don't want to see SMT and PSP to the downside. So that's like giving size of reversal to the upside. But ideally, if I want to trade the failure to manipulate to the upside, I will be doing it on YM since it's the stronger asset. So let me just put this one right there. Yeah, I'll probably do it on YM because I would see that this SMT put the retracement and the SMT is putting the expansion. But yeah, let's just wait and see. Let me go to 30 minutes, see what's going on right there. Let me see the 930. Yeah, the 930 opened. Oh yeah, opened sideways, to be honest. There wasn't anything to trade. So yeah, really what I want to see on gold is kind of trading below that hourly swing and then trying to look for that expansion to the upside. But again, that would be against the daily profile, so gotta be cautious about it right there a bit. Hourly. So yeah, just look at that, bro. Assets are not synchronized, so let me see. Hello, hello. How are you doing, man? How you doing, brother? So for now, nothing is really clear. NQ just traded back into almost the AQ of that leg. YM is still in extreme premium, and ES is midway. So again, same. NQ the weakest, YM strongest, ES is the mid asset. So yeah, let's see. That would be kind of the reversal level, because there's nothing really below to kind of reverse off of. Ideally, if you want to see a reversal, I think that should be the point to do it. Like the next hourly swing, just manipulates the 10 a.m. low, the 6 a.m. low, and then trade higher into that relevant swing. And we might expect this SMT to get broken. So just see, I stay right there, just to keep it in line. Also, NQ almost traded into that gap. I think it did trade into that gap. Price did trade into that gap. Yeah. All right, so we're seeing reversal right now. So on YM, ideally I want to see a failure to manipulate and trade back into the next high, which is this high. And since price failed to manipulate that high, then I want to see price trade into the next open objective. Looking on the daily, we don't have a shallow, we do have a small wick, we do have a small opposing wick that supports expansion to the upside. We're forming the low of day off of a two-stage PSP, which is really clean. Why? Because this candle traded into the low of that previous candle, while that one did not, and it closed bullish. So framing the low of day from a two-stage PSP, and the day supports bullish expansion day. Why? Due to the fact that we have a small opposing run into a gap, which is just above the discount. So yeah, price does look clean right there. Just turn on my indicator right there. So ideally, you want to see that SMT break. You want to see that high gets disrespected. Also, the high gets disrespected. So ideally, I want to look for longs. And just above these swings, we got the relevant swing, another one right here. So like, which one does make more sense? Like, should price trade into these relevant swing or price trade back all the way right here? Like, it makes sense for price to trade higher. So let me see. We got a C2 on ES, and we got a C3 on YM. Let me see what's going on right there. That would be beautiful if we sweep this level. And then break above. Then close above that opposing candle. That would be my trade. That would be my trade, directly traded into the next open draw. So let me see if we're going to get this or not. If we're going to get it or not. Let's see. Because the current hourly candle just closed a C2. So I would be trading the C3. And I'll be trading the C4, so I'm looking at 3 minute. So let me see if we're gonna start reversing right now, because I already got that changing state right here. case, I just want it to be that low. And also, if we get a break on ES, break on NQ, that would be beautiful. Why? Because the current 30-minute candle just opened low, traded into a draw, takes out the opposing candle. So now we could be trading the C2 on ES into these relevant swing, but like YM just looks stronger, so I'm just gonna go with YM right there. And especially I'm not trading the C2 in that case. I will be trading the C3. The swing already formed, so now it's time to expand. I'm just gonna use the projections to just put this one a little bit lower. All right, let's see if we're gonna get that trade or not. So let me just quickly, all right. So my trade would be something like this. Yeah, that's how I would be kind of looking to take that trade. Price just expanded heavily. Like, I might still trade into this relevant swing. We did. But yeah, let's just look at NQ first. Just look at indices. Like, also if we get that C2 closure here, that would be beautiful. That would be a beautiful C2 closure. But ideally, since again I'm trading reversal, so I would require an hourly. But in that case, I'm aligned on YM, so I would just be more willing to do it. What do we got right here? A strength switch. SMT lower, SMT higher, respecting that low. Look at a strength switch on NQ. So I might see NQ pushing higher. We go to M5, see where it's the M5 level. Yeah, it will be the same. It's a bit higher, so I'll go with the M trade right there. All right, let's see if we're gonna get that break or not. So kind of this guy got disrespected. Let me check on a 4-hour. Yeah, I got disrespected, so it's irrelevant right there. YM trading lower. I'm just gonna trade from like irrelevant swing to another one. Stage BSB. Let me see if we're gonna get that trade or not. Let's see. All right, so what am I gonna do? Set an alert. Wants to kind of push it lower on NQ or YN trade spread. Want to press trade a bit higher. Okay, we got 41 seconds to close. Okay, that's beautiful. So I might just get my entry prepared right there. Let's see, I'm gonna be risking too. Okay. Let's see. All right, my man right there. I'll price your chase back into my entry, and then yeah, I'll be looking to take it long. Let's see if the idea is gonna play out or not. So I'm just gonna be patient right there. I don't wanna FOMO or anything. I don't wanna market execute. I will just wait. Put the stop right there. You know what? Just keep it right here. Yep. So let's just see. We got Eastern switch. Oh wow. 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 Come on. Come on. Yeah, I should have just hit it once price kind of closed right there. Damn. I could have been risking 520. Oh my god, for 50 bucks, I missed the move. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's really crazy, man. Like, the only thing we can trade right now is ES. If we get that 30-minute closure, we can wait for that new 10:30 candle to open low, close high, and then trade it back into these up and draws. Hopefully, by then, YM haven't traded into the high, which is gonna be a bit worrying. So let me see what price is reacting off of. Nothing really. I kind of got that next minor swing right here. So did the price trade into it? Not yet. So I might just keep my entry right there. I'm just gonna keep the limit right there. Come on, Wayne. Come on. Trade a bit lower. Or I'll be willing to trade the new validation level. But hopefully we kind of that if price traded into that relevant swing, let me see on 30-minute. There's any relevant swings right there. Yeah, nothing really, just kind of trading above that BSP high, which is also a swing, not gonna lie, but I'm just gonna trust my idea. The price wants to trade higher. This is the failure to manipulate, and we're gonna trade into the next draw. I'm gonna marry this idea. And also, which is a good thing, kind of got that CISD on ES. Oh, like by the time ES and NQ kind of traded back into this gap, YM is gonna show strength to continue. Yeah, that was expected. But I don't want to be trading C3 on ES. Like, I hope I don't regret it later. Like, this can be the trade. I just picked YM for a reason. All right, price is leaving behind a new validation level just above, which is good. So let's see about the closure. I'll have my entry. I'm just gonna put it now, the stop just at the opening price, and I'm gonna be looking for credit limit order too. All right, that's perfect. So let me see if we can get that one or not. But yeah, that was a beautiful trade, man. That was a beautiful. Yeah, I think we're gonna miss that trade, man. Yeah. Wow. My God. Yeah, that was giving me 2R by the closure above. It was giving me 2R already. Hopefully now, ideally, I want to see YM range before taking out the high. Ideally, just to be able to get lucky, to be able to trade the catch up of ES into that relevant swing. So hopefully YM just fucks around a little bit. Or even if it takes out the high, it shows a failure to manipulate that relevant swing and potential to kind of trade into that next relevant swing, and I will trade ES. Let me see. I still got an open draw right there, so hopefully that will be the case on ES. Either we failed to manipulate before, or for price not to get there at all. So yeah, due to the fact that I'm kind of now biased and we have a string switch right there, so I might just be willing to trade the 30-minute candle just because I kind of missed on YM, so I might just kind of have to force it a little bit, which is not a good behavior. But yeah, let's wait and see now. Let's just wait and see. So for now, I want to see YM ranging. I don't want expansion. I just want to range. I just want YM to range, hopefully. Hopefully I don't miss that C2 entry. Hopefully. Is this week support? Yeah, it does. Just look at that shallow wick. Again, this would be the wick of the potential 4-hour candle. So I'm trading an open low for a 4-hour candle. So this is only also on 30-minute. It's not that big, so it still supports expansion. Because just looking at the previous candle, boom, this is kind of the T spot. Yeah, price traded a bit lower than T spot, but look, the close wasn't so near the EQ. So let's see. Let me go to other pairs, see what's going on. All right, beautiful. CL might pay us back. So yeah, if I get the hourly closure, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it to kind of rebalance this new range. I'm gonna trade it back into the EQ. Let me see on M5 if there's anything. Yeah, I would just kind of trade it back into this high. We got the CISD. All right, that's a good sign. But come on, YM. Come on, YM, show some love. Don't trade higher. Even though, like, if I was on a trade, I would be wailing for YM to kind of just fail to manipulate and just continue. But now, since I'm not on a trade, I'm just like, hopefully, price would just kind of range. Well, yeah, it gets me the entry. But looks like it won't. Looks like it's gonna go to my TP without me for a fucking 2 points or how much? Yeah, almost. Anyway, yeah, good girl. Come on, YM, come on, trade lower. I just want price to range. Even if it wants to expand, please do not expand into that high before 10:30. Please, that's it. That's all I'm looking for. You want to trade higher? Good, but do not take that high before 10:30. Okay? Give me ES trade and then rep, and just trade higher into that next open draw. Come on, YM. Don't you listen to what I was saying? Alright. I think I'm gonna cheat on NSCs right now. I'm gonna go to oil. I think oil will show me more love than YM. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. YM. YM is flying. Yeah, bro. It just knew that we didn't get the entry, and then yeah. Yeah, even on M5 I could not got an entry, so one of them days, man. One of them days. Also, yes, it's kind of respecting that. Kind of respected this. All right. Oh my god. What a joke. That was an easy trade. Like literally on YM, that was the cleanest. Like it was planned beforehand. I want to see sweep, the CISD boom. Like yeah, that was like an easy. Oh my god. RB is gonna trade it back into that AQ, which is not ideal. Because it wouldn't leave room for expansion. Only if price wants to kind of trade into the high. But yeah, we'll see with the daily open. Let's see if that daily flip, that would be a good sign. I think we're not getting an entry on ES right there. Yeah, we're not gonna get an entry on ES. Why? Most likely is gonna go back to TP. It's gonna trade up into that TP. Thank you, YM. Thank you. I was risking. Let me see. I was gonna risk 440. If I took the entry right there, that would still be a 1K. Damn. My God. Yeah. ES is about to meet that draw the same minute YM did. So yeah, that was a beautiful trade. We missed it. That's good. We move on. Let's just see what's gonna happen right there. I missed it for. When price was pulling back, I was about to hit a buy, and I was like, nah. Let me be patient. I'm not gonna FOMO. I wish I FOMO'd. Oh my god. I wish I just FOMO'd, man. In paper trading, no, bro. Trade of 8. No paper trading, bro. I almost always do a market execution. Yeah, that's the way to go, man. Another lesson. Like yesterday, I missed a long on GC. This long, like this long. I missed it yesterday on stream, and today I missed this on stream. Like, what the fuck is going on with me? I don't know. Like, I have to recheck myself. Like, see if I'm trying to look. If I'm looking for perfection or what. Yeah, because since I started live streaming, I've been missing like a lot of trades. I think I'm not used to live stream. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just not that aggressive with my entries and stuff. Like, because you know, like people watch you, so you don't want them to kind of take an L with you. So you kind of try to look for that perfect entry or that perfect exit, and kind of minimize your risk in any way possible. But yeah, that's. Yeah, I should study myself, man. There, kind of see like. I take this trade in paper trading. Great, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. At least somebody took advantage of the idea, so. Yeah, I think I might just call it a day, man. I guess. Yeah, I just hate when I miss a trade, especially this clean. Like this was an easy. This was an easy candle to anticipate. SMT 2-stage PSPO and SMT they strength switch. Like everything that was there, like just. Looking at the open draw, we still got open draws. Trading the C3, and even if the C3 doesn't get to the objective, we still got the C4. So my trade kind of have like that 2-hour gap, 2-hour range to kind of go to TP, which it did in like 20 minutes. Shit, that was a beautiful trade. So now ideally, I want to trade ES into that next draw. Ideally, yeah, that's really what I'm looking at right now. I'm preferring ES over can see kind of manipulated, cleared out that low, kind of rejection that close within that gap. Let me see, the 30 minutes closing. Yeah, I might just be willing to trade this, but again, this gap is doing its job, and we also have an SMT right here. So I want to see the SMT break, and also SMT right here with YM. So yeah, ideally, this I would kind of frame this being a low, and then I would just, again, there's the C2, the next open draw, which is that high, and then I might just take it. But I don't like NQ. I don't like how NQ is forming. Yeah, it has that strength switch, but I like to trade away from C2s or C3s. Let me go back to my laptop, see what's going on. Okay. Like, RB still got some potential, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, guys. So let's just wait for the next 30-minute candle. It will give us everything we're looking for. So yeah, I think ES still got potential. What is this? Oh no. Okay. All right. Ideally, I want to see ES kind of respecting that gap. I'm looking at M5. What's going on? Let's look at this gap. All right. Wow, we're seeing a reversal right there. Sheriff, thank you for giving us so much. This is priceless to me. I really want to learn this GxT mode. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, buddy. Yeah. If you have any questions, just drop them in the chat and I'll be happy to help, man. So now, that pullback is a bit big. Especially that I want to TP right here and I want to have 2R by that high. Just doesn't give enough. I might just have to play with like the entry, which is not good. Let's see an M5 or an M5. Probably M5 is closing lower. Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna take it based off the M5. Once we get the M5 closure, yeah, I just put it right there. Just hit the entry right there. Especially with that new 30-minute candle, I'm just gonna put the stop below that new 30-minute candle low, and I'll trade it up into that next open draw. Because what do we have? We have a 30-minute C2. Oh wow, it's closing really weak. It's closing really weak, which is not a good sign, to be honest. Yeah, that looks like a retracement, especially with the two-stage BSP. Yeah, now what do we have? A two-stage BSP. Look at that. This is bullish. This is bearish. BSP. So we got two-stage BSP. After ES just took a draw, YM took a draw, but kind of missed on that one. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen right there. That would be interesting to watch. CL. But yeah, I need to wait for an hourly closure on oil, to be honest. So why I'm willing to trade the 30-minute candle on ES while I want to trade the hourly on CL, because none of them show signs of reversal. While on YM, we already got everything set up. We got already everything aligned, the 4 hour to 30 minutes. So that's why I'm like, this is the leading asset, so why not trade the lagging asset with just like a minor reversal? So yeah, it just kind of flipped right there. So idea is invalid right there. So now might be looking for shorts. This is the high at 10 a.m. But again, trading it into what? That's the big question. There's nothing really here. There's just this zone is empty. So for taking sells, like there's nothing really to target. You can trade YM, trade it back into this AQ of that range. Yeah, on ES, on NQ, there's nothing really. So I'll just wait for an hourly closure right there. Because you know what you might end up doing, guys? YM is near the draw. NQ manipulated, which is a good sign, and traded deep into that gap. So now if we get that hourly C2, let me take out the indicator. If we get that hourly C2, probably YM might retrace a little bit. So YM still got room to expand to kind of trade into these failure swings, which would give us also that trade on NQ and on ES. Because then there's nothing really to target downside. Like even if I get the most ideal setup, I'm not gonna take it. Because like you're just kind of trading blindly and hoping that price is just gonna trade lower into something which is unknown. On CL, if you want to take buys, yeah, there is that open draw. But again, I'm not aligned because look at that. This is forming the high of day. So I was just willing to catch this retracement to then, if price wants to expand lower, then you'll just do it. But again, also on oil, we got like failure swings. Hopefully, what do we get on oil? A sweep with a high, a swing formation within this gap, so we can target like these failure swings. Gold is just dying. I'm not gonna be looking at gold at all for today. So yeah, let's just wait and see. All right, we got a new 30-minute candle. Let me see how the 30-minute candle closed. Goes as C2, but again, look at that. It's like a really fat wick. This looks enticing. And if YM breaks above, we're going to that next draw. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully. YM, come on, trade a little bit lower. Come on. You did me dirty first? Come on. It's your time to be a good leading asset. YM is the leader, so I should be a good leader right there. So what do we got? I got SMG right here. So we got this SMG plus this SMG. So also on ES, we're seeing that strength switch. Let's just wait right there. Because like for price, even if price wants to reverse, this would be like that entry trigger. Stop entry right there, stop right here, TP right here. That's like a 0.6 R, I guess like 0.6 or something, 0.9. So it's just not good. Yeah, let's see if we're gonna get a further manipulation of that low and then reverse. what's going on right there? I don't get it. In what area are we looking at SMT? On time frame. I don't get what area. Like on 30-minute. Look at that. What do we have right here? SMG. This candle manipulate on NQ and did not on ES. So that's your 2 stage. That's your first stage. That's your second stage. Strength switch SMG. Let me just remove everything. Alright. Let me see. It's a good sign that kind of NQ closed the gap. It's a good thing. Alright. Let me see. ES like kind of got that ideal scenario of trading into the next draw. But the CISD is really far. Also, like if you want to trade YM, kind of this failure to manipulate, you can trade it into the next draw. But it's not giving enough, man. Like I would have to kind of extend my GP to expect that this high would be filled to manipulate, and then we can trade into the next relevant draw, which is not ideal. Like expecting a level to not cause a reversal is as you're playing with fire. Give me guys 1 sec. Alright, we're back right there. Let me take that off that or take it off. Come on. Let me see. Are you using only 30-minute or hour time frame for SMTs? Yeah, not whatever time frame really. 4 hour, hourly, 30-minute. Lower time frame SMTs. Like lower time frame SMTs would be good for entries. Just gonna give you that the confidence for entries, and for the higher time frame you want really for structure and stuff. So yeah, so again, we're seeing that flare to manipulate, which would cause the price to drive into that next relevant swing. So if we see that closure above, most likely this would be that protected swing into here. Let's see. Give me guys 1 sec. I'm answering some messages. One sec, guys. I'll be back. I'm on a call. I'm gonna take a call. Wow, if the opposing candle was somewhere in here, and we got that close and we got another break, that would be good. Why? Because look at that 30-minute. It closed at C2. It already traded into a draw. Why would it close at C2 if we traded into a draw? So most likely, price might manipulate. This might be that failure to manipulate to trade into the next relevant swing. So yeah, there will be something right there. Wow, YM. Oh my god. Wow. Look at that. Look at that 10 a.m., 10:30. Yeah, ES also showing good signs there, but man, I cannot take it due to the fact that it's too high. What I want to see is just boom, boom. Hopefully the lagging asset would be the savior for today. Hopefully. The lagging asset NQ. Come on, show us some love. We're getting that 2-stage PSP. We're closing that gap. Yeah. And I mean, NQ still got potential, not gonna lie. Like, if we get a trade from here, that's good. If we don't, what are we gonna look for? A failure to manipulate to that relevant swing. We got good distance right there. So yeah, we can anticipate it. Let's see. Let's see. YM might like go for all-time highs. I think YM might just go for all-time highs. But yeah, let me just YM. I'm not gonna be looking at you, giving me trauma, man. Get that SMG, which is SMG fill. 3 minute. Interesting. HO is interesting to be honest. But yeah, I just wanted this opposing candle to be like near. We can get that closure below it. And then we can get that trade. Now you guys give me 1 second. Okay. 3 minute. Like now, what we might form is the respect to this gap. So here's my plan. If we trace, respect this gap, not close below it, and then trade higher and break above, and that would be like the start at 11 a.m. Then I can be taking a trade and setting this as my new invalidation level, so I can take it to that next. Like this is how I would play it. Let me see. So now the entry is gonna be from here, right? The TP should be somewhere in here. So now the maximum to like, yeah, the furthest my stop should be is literally below that low. I would wait for this CISD, but I would take the entry on this candle. But let's see. I don't think we will get it. Let's see if we're gonna get it right there. Let's hit an M5. Hopefully we can see it. All right, that's good. That's good. That's even better. So I'll wait for this, but I'll set my entry right here. Hopefully it doesn't do me dirty like I am. So now my stop, I can afford to have my stop like all the way down in that gap. So this is how we kind of go about playing that one. And if I was forced to put the limit right there, then my stop is gonna be somewhere in here. Yeah. So let's see the next 15 minutes. Hopefully, like one candle trades lower, closes somewhere in here. The next candle trades higher. Then the last 5-minute candle just closes above. So we can just anticipate the 10 a.m. which is gonna form that shallow wick and trade higher. But again, pay attention. Like YM just heavily expanded like the leading asset. We don't want to see any strength switch right there. It's still stronger. But yeah, we just don't want to see that strength switch. So just take that off. Is that ES? Yep. This one is ES, this one YM, this one's NQ. You know what? Let me do something right here. Symbol size. small. So now you can guys see yes right there. Now the symbol 100% normal. Oh no, not this one. The symbol, there should be the symbol. Small. Alright. So now when you see NQ and YM, so most likely the other one is yes. Come on, yes, come on. I don't want you to close. Gold is dumping, yeah, man. I just minus 6% for the day, crazy. Safe Evan is minus 6% of the day. Yeah, there are like, no, not really. Trade into the next row. C2, C3, C4 now. I couldn't have gotten an entry right there. So yeah. I like how this swing formed. I really like how ES formed that swing. Like, it looks good. It looks sharp. Also, thank you, not gonna lie. Like, respecting this gap. But I just need to see that inversion. If we saw that inversion first, then this gap is supporting price higher, that would be good. Like, this kind of would be like the alternative for this CISD. Because bearish PD array is getting disrespected while the bullish one is getting respected. So, you might get an early entry right there before even that CISD. Which ES is doing. We got this inversion. Gap is holding, so yeah. Like, ideally you can trade this right now. See, I'll just wait for the next candle, man. Let's see. So my stop now is confirmed that it should be somewhere in here. It should be below that low. So yeah. This is where I should get my entry. Like somewhere in here. I wanna go right now. Let me see. I wanna go with that entry. Let's see where YM is at. 3 minute. Hourly. We're still trading within that C3, so we still have the potential for an expansion candle, but when you get this, I might expect the bit of a deeper retracement. Let's just wait. Let's just give it 10 minutes to go. 10 more minutes to go. If I miss it, I miss it. Or we can just try it out like a mini just like a very small contract. So just to be there. That way, even if I miss, like I'll be like, I took it. Let me see. I'm probably gonna risk it. I don't know. $22. It's not worth it. You know, I'm just gonna wait. NQ is gonna pay. Is gonna pay me today. I'm sure. NQ, yeah. By the time this hourly candle closes, we'll get that CISD, confirming that C2, 2-stage PSP, 30-minute, 3-minute closure above. Beautiful. Yeah, I trust you, NQ. Come on, NQ. Show us some love. I want to take a good trade today. I want to take a good trade here today. Like, look at that. Like, literally YM is like trading the same. Traded lower. So let's see if this early idea could have played out. Let's see if we're gonna get that retest or not. It's just gonna miss me. Come on, NQ, come on. You're still struggling with that gap? I need this. Come on, give me what I'm looking for, man. That would confirm the C2. 2-stage PSP. Beautiful. Wow, YM is just so fucking good. What an M5 because it's an hourly swing. When you're trying to frame an hourly swing, you go on an M5. When you're trying to frame a 30-minute swing, then you go on the 3-minute. And again, NQ still got room to expand, but yeah, it's just the stronger asset is about to take out all-time high, so you gotta be cautious right there. The minute I'm gonna see strength switch on YM, I'm just gonna press that close trade on NQ. Especially if it was near the entry, I'm just gonna close it because like the shallowest pullback on YM is gonna be bigger on NQ, which might take me out. So look at ES, couldn't have taken it, couldn't have given that entry. So lesson learned. Going into NQ now, I'm just market executing. Maybe I have a long in ES, 1051. 3 minute. Yeah, that's what I was gonna take it. That's what I was gonna take. That's what I was gonna take. But I'm just 1 minute. Oh wow. You trying to look for that sell to buy right there? This? Yeah, but I'm just gonna wait for the hourly, man, because real inner trades, I guess you just joined the stream, right? We missed this trade. This trade? Do you know how I missed it? By setting the limit. I set a limit right there. Price never traded back and it just left. So like, just want to be a bit picky right there. The other fact, like the best trade idea of the day played out. Like that first idea of the day is where I want to be so aggressive, and then I'm just like going less and less aggressive. Like the 1 minute at this point. Let me see on M15 how it's looking like. Let me see how prices form on M15. C2. You can, like especially with that SMG. So this is like an ideal swing formation, that closure, the M1. But like also the M3 is looking good. Because that same candle kind of confirmed this opposing candle, and we have a relevant swing just below, which you could anticipate that price is going to respect, and we can just continue trading higher. Look at that. Yeah. 10-10. Oh, you were looking at M5, right? That's why. You should have been looking on M3 because we got that sweep on M3 and the closure. But if we're looking on 10-10, yeah. I think on M5 you missed it. Yeah. With that candle open after that CIS. Do you want it to retrace me? Do you want it also to take the limit? 7 minutes more to go for the hourly to close, so. Let's see. So this hourly candle closes, and let me see what's going on right here with CL. Nothing. GC. Trash. Just clean the chart. Come on, NQ. Come on, be the savior for today. Come on, save us here today. Wow. Wow. Let's see if like put an entry right there. Trying to go for like 1 or 2. There's nothing really to target right here. Yeah. Just kind of have to anticipate that. Yeah, price might just expand and get to my 2R, which is not the best. I used to take these inversions, especially that we got like this early CISD. So people might think this is the protected level, then it got swept with an inversion. Like I used to take that one with stops right here, and I used to target either buy side, or that's what I used to do, take the fib and let it high, and I go to 1.5. Why it's not working? Yeah, I used to take that projection, it puts in like the 1.5 projection, and I trade into that 1.5. That's how I used to take the inversions. Come on. The new invalidation level is right here, so ideally I want to see that low of that 11 AM candle form getting formed right here. It's good. Price closed the gap. Okay, that's good. Let's just be more positive right there. Trade it back into the AQ, the range. Okay. Trade it back into this. Let's see. Come on, NQ. Be our savior for a day. at that. When like price wants to expand, like every C2 is an entry. Just look at that. C2, you could just take a buy, protected. C2, you're protected. Like just look at YM. C2 protected. C2 protected. C2 protected. So this is also one of T-Trade's entries. Sometimes when it doesn't, it won't be able to get like a 2R after the closure above the opposing candle. It just takes it directly. And after that closure, for example, right here, might just take it right there. It stops below, and it might go for 2R or go for that open draw. So this is also something you guys can look at. Let's look at NQ. This is not a clean C2, to be honest. This is a clean C2. Three more minutes to go. Just wait. See what's gonna happen right there. See, man, it's a patience game. New validation level is just this gap. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just. I might just call it a day, boys, right there. I don't know. It feels like it might be a... Wow, ES is... Let me see. You know what? I still trust it. You know what? Let's just go. What is your win rate? Probably over 70%. 70, 80%, something like this. Like every trade I wanted to take on stream, it was out of that I missed on stream, like that I was gonna take an entry on, ended up playing out. And the ones that did not take, they just did not end up in first place. Just like yesterday's CL trade. So yeah, I'm just like a bit picky. Because when you trade 1 4-hour candle, you just know what you wanted, what you're looking for. So you got the draw, you got you're trading from a protected swing, you get the SMG. So it's hard to take a wrong trade. Missing trade on ES. Which one? Yeah, ES straight into the draw, man. It's just come on, NQ, come on. Let me remove that inversion. If somebody comes in stream and sees that's an inversion, I think I'm a dodgy trader. Alright, so we got that gap. Like the problem is, look at that draw, it's so fucking close. On the 1 minute. Oh. You missed it? You missed the long? You missed this long? This? Or what? This is where you're gonna see like these different tracements. Why yes straight into a draw, why I'm straight into a draw and never pulled back. Just like that, like look how uncorrelated these pairs are. Like look at this. And Q is at peak premium. Look at that. still in discount. Extreme premium, just ranging. We got this new range. If this is gonna be that dealing range right now, or is it like green and red? You know what? Let me remove these range. Premium discount, is this good? No, remove this one. New. Not this bullshit. Remove this one. Half. Nice, bad. Green and red. Yeah, we keep that one. It's a bullish range. Fractal blocks. Remove that fractal blocks. Bullish range. Yeah, I don't use this anymore. 75. Nah. AQ. Nah. QLC. Nah. Range. Oh, that's good. Alright, keep that range. TT. And red. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna do the same for that one. Let me see. Box. I don't use box anymore. Okay. Blue. Red. Version AQ. I still use the AQ from time to time. Gap is good. M15. No, I don't use the M15 anymore. PSP. Purple. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it right there. Okay, it's good. Let's see these lines. CISD, SMG, SMG, lower time frame, SMG, 6 a.m., 9:30 daily, open dotted, gray, see. Yeah, I use all of them. Okay, now we good. Now we good. Come on. Like, ideally, if price wants to retrace, like, that's good. But, please for me, new swing, because I'm not gonna take an entry at that high. I'm not gonna do it. So, get that closure. New invalidation level, just like these two gaps right there. On an M5, probably one gap. Yeah, just kind of that tiny gap. Yeah, let's just see. Like, the M5 looks beautiful. If we get that next candle, breaking closing above, okay, I'm in. I'm not gonna wait for the retest. Let me see the next open draw. Yeah, like the maximum I can enter is like if price closes here, then that next draw will give me 2R. 3 minute. Let me see. Price is retracing. Oh wow, beautiful. I can just play this one right here. Stop should be here. I'm not gonna actually go to the high. I'm just gonna take it at 1 to 2. That's all what I need. Create them order. Yeah, I'll be going with one contract. All right. Come on, NQ. Oh my god, look at YM, it's all-time highs. Oh my god. Yeah, I think, yeah. Oh my god. YM is at all-time highs, man. Let's just wait and see. These candles are like giant, bro. Like, they're just going up. I really want to see if Garrett took that YM trade. Let me check. Let me see. Garrett. Yeah, I haven't posted anything yet. Okay. Yeah, YM. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, now we're seeing why this idea might fail. Like, YM is at all-time highs. Almost. I think it might be the time for me to call it a day, boys. Yeah, because I always kind of come with that mind of like one idea of the day and I'm done. Idea not played out, it's just ripped higher. Could have gone like a 1K really early. Oh my god. Let's see if I was looking for that all-time highs. Wow, 6.5. I was not actually anticipating it right there. I was just, you guys saw where I was anticipating. It was gonna give me like 2.6R. But yeah. I gotta be greedy, waiting for the retest and then why don't you trade NQ? Because it did not give an entry. I haven't given an entry yet. But look at YM, bro. At all-time highs. And NQ is still at discount. Imagine. NQ is at discount while YM is at all-time highs. The opening price is right here, so I might be able to kind of go away with like putting my stuff at the bodies. Let me see if it's a PSP. If it's a PSP, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Let's see. So the closure will be here, 3 minute. Would kind of get that same closure, but let's see if the 3 minute closes first, since it will close in 2 minutes, while the M5 will close in 3 minutes. You know what? Life sometimes light loves risk, so it's just. But like ES closing above would also give me confidence that, because ES and NQ are correlated, so if we get that closure, that would be good. Like by the time NQ closes and ES also closes, that would be good. But why would I pick NQ? Because we still have open draws. ES we don't. That's the idea. So let's see. Getting a minute left. Do you think there is algo? Yes, but not ICTs. But not what ICT claims. Let's see. Let's see if the SMG is gonna break. You get this minor SMG right here between YM and ES and NQ. I'm just gonna sit and alert right here. By the time price gets there, I'm gonna get alerted. Same here. Hopefully, let's see if price is gonna trade above YM. Let me go to here and see what's going on. Hourly, wow. 5 minute, wow. That is not good. It's not clean. 21. 1836 would be. Oh wow. If you take an entry right here, stop below, because we got that C2 reversal. But I just don't like how far price retrace and then trade it up again. Yeah, like, can this be a trade? Yeah, absolutely. But again, it's just not that clean. HO is looking better actually. HO is looking better. Shallow opposing run, CISD, next invalidation level is holding. Clean or chasement, but he changes it with a confirmed OB. But again, just kind of be aware. Be aware that you are. But yeah, I'm just interested in. Who made the algo? No idea, man. If I know who made it, I would just go ask him, man. Hopefully, I can make one for us. Who made the algo? And why no one decrypts algo? Because we don't have access to what's going on in the back end. We don't even have the code for this indicator. So how can we have the code for an algo? Yeah, I think there is high frequency trading, so that, yeah, which is also an algo. So I think that's. Let's go, boys. train is about to take off. Imagine repeating the same mistake and not getting filled. I'm gonna take the MQ. I'm not gonna take that. I'll be able to manage it better. Come on. MQ. A many. Alright. Let me see the M5. What's going on? Alert YM. Is YM shooting both? Not really. Okay, let me see now on the M5 because M5 is about to close. 2 minutes? Yeah, same as that. Okay. The opening price. This is the low of the candle. Good sign, yes, broke above is a good sign. So now we want the lagging asset to do its job. C2. Give me the C3 now, come on. Give me the low to C3. I'm gonna take here that candle, like from this low to the high. Price is still trading within that T spot. So yeah, look. What we're seeing, strength switch on YM, which is not a good sign. Strength switch at all-time highs. Yeah. Let me see. Might just put my stop below the gap. Or just put it at the body, you know what? Just gonna put it below the body. I'm gonna take my GP right here. 2R. I think we're not gonna get that trade anyways. Boys. Okay, YM is catching up with him. YM is showing that strength back on. Hi bro, Merchant Tom, what's up buddy? What's up, what are you doing? So I just say patience game. I think we're not gonna get that trade, so I might just call it a day right there maybe. I swear for like 5 to 10 minutes and then yeah. If we don't get a trade, it is what it is. Yeah, I got a bit greedy on any trades today yet. I got a bit greedy on YM, man, and I ended up missing it here. We wanted to take that entry, this. Instead of executing after the close, once price closed, I was just like, let me wait for the retest. Price never gave me that retest and just went. Price formed that new invalidation level, but never traded back into it. So yeah, that was a clean 2R. Like within, I could have closed the stream at 10:21. Like 30 minutes into the stream, I could have been down, but yeah. And since then, yeah, price just been expanding higher, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're seeing that strength switch price is gonna start ranging. Like I'm not interested. Like I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested. would only be willing to trade if we get like a new C2 right here below that level, and then these open draws. That way it will give time for YM to retrace, and then for me a new swing to kind of trade back into that high. But yeah, I think that's it. We have M15 gap on NQ, but yeah, it's M15. I don't use it as a relevant time frame. Yeah, I think we're just gonna chop around or might reverse or whatever. Like ES is giving signs of reversal, but yeah, if you want to trade the reversal, I'll have to wait for the hourly swing. Since the previous 4 hour, let me sort of, yeah. If I want to trade the reversal, I want to wait for the hourly. Let me see. Do we have a two-stage PSP? Two-stage SMT right there? No, not really. Let me see on 3 minutes. Do we have any two-stage SMT? Not really. We don't. But we have a PSP, the SB and a PSP. But yeah, we'll have to wait for the hourly. And just below this swing, we got this gap. So yeah, price might be interested in shooting into this gap. Especially that there's nothing here that would hold price other than this low. Because if price wants to reverse to the upside, OBs are like the least significant to me. Like I use swing lows and highs first, and then the gaps second, and then OBs third. Yeah. Because most likely when price kind of reverses off with a swing, like most likely you might find some sort of SMT. Just look at that. Like we got this opposing candle, smart opposing candle, but like not the opposing candle that reversed. Like the SMT is what really caused the price reverse. Like or this bottom set, like this being or block, it's not really what caused price. It's just like that SMT right here, or the really given price that reversal sign. So I think I'm gonna call it a day here. See you guys tomorrow. Again, another lesson learned. I'm taking more lessons on stream, and then yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. So let me go back in there. Cheers, man. Take care. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, and hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. And if I end up taking a trade, yeah, I will let you guys know. So, but probably will be like an hour from now or something. So I just don't want to keep streaming until then. So you guys take care. And yeah, the account is still at the same balance as yesterday. So tomorrow, let's try to take it to 51k, to 52k almost. So yeah, that's the account balance. So we're trying to pass this account live with you guys and then get a payout live. So yeah, that's the challenge for now. Take care. See you guys. Bye bye.